Are you a homesteader looking to implement sustainable gardening practices on your property? Welcome. As we delve into the world of sustainable gardening, a practice that marries respect for nature and love for gardening, creating a harmonious balance that benefits both you and the environment. In our journey today, we'll explore 5 key practices that can help transform your garden into a sustainable haven. First, we'll unearth the benefits of composting, turning your kitchen and garden waste into a natural, nutrient-rich fertilizer. Then, we'll dive into water conservation techniques like mulching and drip irrigation that can help your garden thrive while using water wisely. We'll also walk through the benefits of incorporating native plants into your garden. These local heroes require less water and maintenance, making them a sustainable choice. Lastly, we'll discuss the wonders of crop rotation and companion planting, 2 practices that can significantly improve soil fertility and manage pests naturally. So, if you're ready to make your garden more sustainable, keep watching. First up, we have composting, a natural way to recycle organic waste. Composting, in essence, is the process of turning kitchen and garden waste into nutrient-rich soil. Think of it as nature's way of recycling. It's a fantastic method to enrich your garden's soil, fostering plant health and growth. So how do you start a compost pile? It's simpler than you might think. Start with a bit of green waste. That could be vegetable peels, coffee grounds, or fresh grass clippings. Then add some brown waste like dried leaves, straw, or paper. These materials provide the necessary carbon and nitrogen for the composting process. Maintaining your compost pile is just as important. Stir it every few weeks to help speed up the decomposition process and ensure even composting. And remember, a good compost pile should not smell bad. If it does, it may need more dry brown materials or more air. Remember, composting is not just about reducing waste but also about nourishing your garden. Water is a precious resource, and conserving it is a key part of sustainable gardening. In the world of gardening, water conservation isn't just about saving water. It's also about using it wisely. This is where mulching and drip irrigation come into play. Mulching is a simple yet effective method to conserve water. By covering the soil around your plants with mulch, you can reduce evaporation, keep the soil cooler, and decrease the need for frequent watering. Mulch acts like a protective blanket for your soil, locking in moisture where your plants need it most. On the other hand, drip irrigation is a more targeted approach to watering. This system delivers water directly to the base of your plants, reducing the amount of water lost to evaporation or runoff. It's like giving your plants a direct drink, ensuring they get exactly what they need, right where they need it. With these techniques, you can ensure that every drop of water counts. Next, let's talk about the benefits of growing native plants. Native plants are those that occur naturally in a particular region, ecosystem, or habitat without human intervention. They are the ecological basis upon which life depends, including birds, insects, and people. Now you may ask, why are native plants a sustainable choice for gardening? Well, they are adapted to local climate and soil conditions, which means they require less water, fertilizer, and maintenance compared to non-native species. They also provide habitat for local wildlife, promoting biodiversity in your garden. When it comes to identifying and selecting native plants for your garden, consider factors like the amount of sunlight your garden receives, the soil type, and the local climate. Visit local nurseries or botanical gardens to see what native plants thrive in your area. By choosing native plants, you're not only supporting local ecosystems, but also making gardening easier for yourself. Lastly, we have crop rotation and companion planting, 2 practices that can greatly improve your garden's health and productivity. So, what's crop rotation? Simply put, it's the practice of growing different types of crops in the same area over sequential seasons. This technique helps prevent nutrient depletion in the soil, as different plants use different nutrients. For example, if you grow tomatoes, which are heavy feeders, in one spot this year, try planting beans, which are light feeders, in that spot the next year. This gives the soil a chance to recover and replenish its nutrients, promoting healthier and more productive plants. Now, let's talk about companion planting. This is the art of planting different crops close together for mutual benefit. Some plants attract beneficial insects, while others deter pests. For example, marigolds are known to repel nematodes, tiny soil-dwelling creatures that can damage roots. Planting marigolds near susceptible crops like tomatoes can help keep these pests at bay. Implementing these practices in your garden is as easy as pie. Start by making a plan. Consider the nutritional needs of your plants and their relationships with other plants and insects. Then, rotate your crops and arrange your companion plants according to your plan. Remember, These techniques are not a one-size-fits-all solution. You may need to adjust your plan based on your observations and experiences. And that's okay. Gardening is a continuous learning process, and every garden is unique. Also, keep in mind that these practices are not just about pest control and nutrient management. They also promote biodiversity, which is crucial for a healthy ecosystem. By growing a variety of plants, you provide habitats for different species of insects, birds, and other wildlife. This diversity can help keep your garden balanced and resilient. With crop rotation and companion planting, you can help your garden thrive while keeping pests at bay. So, those are some key sustainable gardening practices that you can implement on your homestead. Let's quickly recap. First, we discussed the importance of composting, a natural way to recycle organic waste, and a great alternative to chemical fertilizers. We then touched on water conservation, highlighting the benefits of mulching and drip irrigation in reducing water waste and preserving moisture. We also emphasized the value of incorporating native plants into your garden design. These plants, already adapted to your local climate and soil conditions, require less maintenance and water than non-native species. Lastly, we explored the concept of crop rotation and companion planting, techniques that can significantly improve soil fertility and cut down on pest problems. By incorporating these practices into your gardening routine, you can create a thriving, sustainable garden. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more homesteading tips and tricks.